Hello everyone. Today let's learn about the auto tracking component. Auto tracking component is a component which can be added to any object in your org. So when you're on the view page of that specific object, you see the timer running and the time is recorded automatically. So as an example, I'm on the case console app on cases. So when I open a case, I don't see any timer here. So now let's add one to this. I'm on the view page of case. I will click the setup button, click the edit page. So I will search for tabs, drag and drop it here. So I will remove one tab here and rename it to auto tracking. You can rename it to any name that you want. I will click the done button. So now the tab is added. I will search for auto record. Because I'm configuring it to console app, I'll choose this one, auto record console app, drag and drop it here. So now you see this timer. So it will start recording as soon as you're on the case view page, it will start recording time for that specific case. So there are other options also which can be enabled. So if you want to enable the start and stop button, you can choose this enable start and stop checkbox. So by activating this, when you're on the view page of a case, if you don't want to track time for that specific case, you can just click the stop button so that it will not track time for that case. And if you just want to track, you can just leave it as it is, and it will automatically record the time that you spent on that specific case. So there is other option as delay in seconds. So here you can add some few seconds so that the timer will start recording after the seconds that you have mentioned here. Example, if I add it as 10 and if I'm on the case view page, so the timer will not record the time for 10 seconds. Like it will wait for you to confirm whether you want to record the time or not. So within 10 seconds, if you click this stop don't track button, it will not track time for that specific case. So if you don't click the don't track button, it will automatically start recording the time. And you can even add the additional fields. So additional fields can be mandatory or the normal optional field. So the fields should be added only from the TT details object. So if you want to make any field as mandatory, add the API name of that field and then mark it with asterisk. So once it is marked with asterisk, the field will be set as mandatory field. So without entering the data on the mandatory field, you cannot stop tracking the time. There is another option as hide timer. Suppose if I enable this, so users will be tracked time for the cases, but the user will not know that the time is recorded. Suppose it is a call center, and if you don't want your users to know that the time is tracked, you can just enable this so that the timer is not shown, but the time will be tracking from the backend. So all the time they spent on this specific case will be tracked and it will be shown in the TT details object. So you know how much time each user has spent on each case. So this is about the additional fields or additional configuration that can be done. So now I have added the tab and I have added the auto tracking component. I will click the save button. Once it is saved, click the activation button. So this page, you can specify whether this auto tracking is required for all the people in your org, or if it is only for specific profiles. So that you can set it from here. If it is for everyone in the org, select the app default, and if it is only for specific users or specific like profile users, you can just select it from here. So once that is done, you should save it again and go back to the case view page. So now you see this timer here, and you see this don't track. If I click this don't track, it will not track time for this, and if I leave it as it is, it will start recording the time for this case. Because I am on this case 1002, so it will start recording for this case, and it will add the time to the TT details object. So this is how the auto tracker works. Thank you.